Hello everyone, I've been back into the popsicle stick engineering, and I have crafted this silly little generator out of an old hairdryer motor. Turns out you can get like old abandoned hairdryers for like $10 from $10 from an op shop, or I think 20 as well, just from like the store. Anyway, ages ago I did that, and I used the hairdryer to I think it was for an aluminium foundry, like one of those little aluminium foundries that runs on charcoal. Back when I was making little muffins out of old aluminium cans and having a go at casting gears from lead and stuff, and lead aluminium alloys. Anyway, I built this tiny little generator using $2 shop magnets. We've got these little $2 shop magnets all glued onto this popsicle stick wheel. And then this popsicle stick wheel is connected to this frame made of more popsicle sticks using an optical drive motor, which is connected to nothing because I'm not great at soldering with ribbon cable using my big bulky soldering iron. I'm sure we could probably tap something out of this, but it's just really frustrating to use ribbon cable with anything really, unless you've got one of those fancy soldering irons that's got like a little tiny point. I don't have one of those yet. And I've used a rubber band also from the $2 shop. And I've just used a square gear made of popsicle sticks, so it sort of runs in bursts here, connected to this hairdryer motor. And this is my primary generator, I guess you'd call it. And then over here I have a stainless steel bolt with, I think it was a 316 stainless steel bolt wrapped in copper wire from an old washing machine, hooked up to a power supply capacitor, which is, I think, rated about 4700 microfarads. I was originally going to use this as the primary generator, but now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not so sure that the stainless steel is going to be great for conducting magnetic field, or if it's going to really do anything. I might just end up using it as like a magnetic sensor. And then over here, we've just got these little two wires. This is what comes out of our generator. I haven't really figured how I'm going to power this yet. I might build like a tiny little windmill, or maybe just a hand crank thingamajig, or maybe I'll just leave it as it is, and you just have to turn it by getting like a tiny hamster to just run around in here with. Actually, no, there's no way that would fit. But you could imagine, you know, on a bigger scale, you could sort of climb in here and just run in circles and then make power. Anyway, there's my little prototype generator. Didn't take too many popsicle sticks. I think it was like 100 popsicle sticks or so, roughly, which isn't too bad. And then I've got this little frame, which used to be my rocket launching test base thing for that one rocket that just blew up and didn't work properly. And I figured maybe I could mount it on here, and then you got a little bit of height. Yeah, I have no idea why I made this. I just felt like it, I guess, and I did, and I thought, I'm going to make a video about it. I'm going to make a little video, so I did. Here it is. I don't have the voltmeter with me right now, so you're just going to have to imagine it producing probably between 7 and 12 volts. Given the amount of resistance and slow speed that this wheel is going to turn with a pulley that's just a rubber band, I'm estimating that the most we'd probably get out of this is about 5 volts, which is enough to judge, I don't know, like a USB device, like a cell phone or a flashlight, maybe, if it was consistent enough. Perhaps if I built a little Peloton wheel and you left it by a stream, it could, you know, sort of auto-charge something, although it probably wouldn't. I don't even know why I'm making this video. But I made it, and you clicked on it, and you watched it, so if you made it all the way here, congratulations! Toodaloo, goodbye. It's my little generator.